Birthday parties can be expensive, so today I'm going to show you 5 simple DIYs that you can make for next to nothing that'll fit for a princess. First, we're going to make some ceiling hangs. Now I'm going to get a pipe cleaner and bend it in half over a pen to get a little bit of a bump on the point. Then I'll be folding down to make 2 other points on either side. And then this will be the top of our crown. Then I'll take the 2 ends and fold them in on each other, making sure that they look evenish, and wrap the 2 ends around to secure it. Then we're going to take our paper and draw a spiral in the centre. Now you could use a plate to draw around for this part, but you could just freehand it as well, like I did. Then we're going to cut that out and then carefully cut the spiral to the centre. Then we're going to take some yarn and tie the crown onto the centre of the spiral. Be very careful of this bit as it can sometimes rip the paper. Now onto our banner. I'm going to start with a template of an A4 sheet of paper. Now I'm just taking off 1/3 of this sheet just to get the size that we need. If you don't want to make a template, just make sure that it is half the width as it is long. So for example, if it's 30 centimeters long, it needs to be 15 centimeters wide. So you're going to take the opposite corners and fold them over onto each other. Then turn it and fold the 2 sides inwards. This will form your triangle shape. Then we open it out. I'm just going to show you how you fold each of the 2 sides in on each other. Now I'm just going to take a piece of yarn and put it across the middle here, just to show you how you would assemble the banner in the end. Now I'm just going to write the message onto my banner. If you have a template, it will be so much easier for you, but if not, you can just try the best that you can to write the letters. Next we're going to be making our crown. So I'm just taking an A4 piece of paper and folding it in half before I make them into smaller squares. We're going to keep this piece along with the other scrap piece for another craft. So we're going to fold in 2 of the sides to form a triangle shape, and then we're going to fold the bottom half up, and then we're going to fold it up again. And this will become the base of our crown shape. And this is how you slot them together. There is no glue needed. And you just make as many as you need for these, and they all just slot in together, which is what makes it so great. Next we're going to be making our little treat bags, and what we're going to need for this is those 2 scrap pieces of paper and another sheet of paper. So here I'm just rolling the paper into a long strip, and these will become the handles of our treat bags. Just put a piece of glue at the end just to secure it. And repeat with the second piece. So we're going to take our sheet of paper, folding into the middle and overlapping the ends slightly, and secure that down with glue. Then we're going to fold the bottom up by about 1 inch and fold the corners into the middle, folding in the edge pieces and securing it down with some glue. Then we turn it to its side and we're going to fold it up so that the edges of the paper meet that point in the middle of the bottom. Now I'm just folding the edge pieces the opposite way so that the bag can fold up flat. taking some scrap paper from my template from earlier just so that I can put the handles on the inside and have them securely stuck down. And finally, we'll be making some tissue paper pom-poms. So I have 10 sheets of tissue paper here, and I'm going to get some yarn and I'm just measuring up the longest side and doubling it over. Then going to accordion fold from the shortest side all the way up to the other end. Folding it in half to find the middle, we're then going to take the yarn and tie it securely into the middle. This next step is completely optional, but I do think it elevates the look, so I'm just going to cut out some edges off of the ends to make some spikes. You can do this in any shape that you want, but I prefer the spikes. And then carefully we're going to pull up each piece of paper, and now I do say you have to be careful because this does rip at this point. And then we're just going to fluff it out once we get all of those sheets separated. And repeat on each side. And there we have it. Super simple birthday decorations that don't cost a fortune. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more easy crafts.